Hi Libra, this is Just with your July 1st to the 15th, 2017 reading. I hope you guys are having an enjoyable day so far. So Libra, I just want to say square away. If some of you are dealing with a Virgo, or Virgo is prominent in your life, could be on any level. If they come off a little bit despondent toward you, I would say give them some time and they'll come around. Okay. So I wouldn't try to buck up. Now, you know. I wouldn't try to force them into communicating or telling you, having them tell you what's wrong, or don't be pushy. Don't pursue anything. Don't try to get clear. Just let them come around on their own time, and I feel that they will. Just do as you can. Be their friend. Be their ... Be there for them and let them kind of sort things out, because I feel like they will. Now, it looks like to me that some of you could have gotten an offer, okay, an offer that could have come in, started progressively coming through, and then it kind of like slowed down. So something could have, you got a green light somewhere, but then it's like, okay, it's a green light, but then it turned to like a yellow light, and now you guys are like not sure if something that you're anticipating that's going to go through, if it's actually going to happen. I do feel like, but it looks like it probably will, and it looks like it's going to be good. So let me just say that straight away for some of you that can relate to that. Like, I don't know, I'm a little, like, I see a little paranoia and some things that it looked like it was promising at first, then it started to slow down and you're like, oh crap. And then, but it's going to be fine. Okay. You're going to get the communication that you're looking for probably as we get into next week. Then things will communicate that everything is fine. We can move forward. Okay, fine. Now, because I'm thinking of when I just said it's just my little northeastern talk. Anyway, so it looks like some of you are, you might have your mother may be on your mind. You may, I feel like a lot of you guys, although you're being very practical, but it's like it's two sides of Libra, almost like Gemini energy is what I get here. Is at least the way that you communicate and the way that you're acting, right? So it's like 1 minute you may be like, yeah, I would love to go out, but I want to save my money, and I'm saving up for this, and right now I'm just gonna be practical. And then next a person turn around and is like, they see you in the same place that they invited you to like last week, and you Libras can be like that. You guys, 1 minute is like no, next minute is like, you know what, on second thought, yeah. So I do see that, like, in 1 minute you're being practical, next minute is just like, I'm doing it, I'm going, I'm getting involved, that sort of thing. Some of you, so I do see that duality there, trying to be practical, but then that's just going by the wayside. And that can also happen with your diet. So be careful with that. You may want to start being a little bit more conscious and healthy and practical. And then all of a sudden you just buy ice cream and the most unhealthiest of things, but the things that kind of just soothes you to some extent. So just be careful with that. Okay. It looks like there's definitely so let me try to focus on work. Some of you have really focused at work. You're putting in a lot of work. It looks like some of you, if you have been trying to look for work opportunities, it looks like something came in. It was coming in slow. It's like I said, same energy came in. So you started to hear good progress, and then it slowed all the way down. And so some of you could have started pursuing other opportunities. Like, okay, I didn't hear back from this particular recruiter, the manager, supervisor, that sort of thing. So now I'm going to continue to pursue other opportunities, and you may even start to go on other interviews and meet with other people. And you may be feeling like, okay, these other opportunities are proven to be more beneficial and something that's more promising for some of you. Okay. Some of you could have been a little, what is the word I want to say? Some of you could have been a little biting, okay, with that person that you interviewed with. Okay. You may have been a little bit too much to handle, and therefore that's why you may have not heard back from that company. This wasn't necessarily a good fit. Okay. But it looks like if you met with a woman, it could have not necessarily gone the right way. But if you meet with a man, it looks like it's going to be far better for you. You're going to kind of learn from that first one and deliver and promote yourself and sell yourself a lot better. So for those of you that's looking for opportunities, again, there's this stall period that I see, but then, and it may be for the first 9 days, but then things start to to kind of come in, right? So you're here and starting now. It could have already started. So it doesn't mean July 9th. It could be from now until 9 days in. But then you start to hear from the people you've met with, that sort of thing. And I do see an offer from a company coming in. So congratulations for some of you. Work life seems to be good. It seems like it could be light and energetic and fun. There could be some great accomplishments happening on the work front for those of you that have your own business. You may be starting a new pet project, that sort of thing, and your existing business may be maturing really well, and that's where you gain your level of success and income from. You may find that there could be some invitations or offers to collaborate with someone, to work in connection with someone. You may be feeling a bit defensive toward it, but I feel like you may find a way for it to be possible for you to be able to actually, because Libras don't like to leave money on the table, so you may find a way to for it to all make sense. Okay. And I do see that monies will be coming in. So for those of you that may have needed to you're applying for a loan, you're applying for like that sort of thing, you will have an opportunity. But again, you won't. It's just this. I don't know why I'm stuttering. I do not stutter. But it's just this, and that's what I'm getting from Libra. Just a lot of fast energy, just almost like nervous energy. I get like Gemini. I keep getting like Gemini energy, just very antsy, needing to get something, feeling a bit restless, but feeling a bit apprehensive, trying to stay practical, but ready to bite somebody's head off. Just like you guys are kind of like all over the place for the next 2 weeks, and that slowdown is going to be good for you because you guys are trying to jump way ahead of where opportunities are for you. So you're far ahead of where the energy is. And so that's why everything is going to have to kind of like force you to just wait a little while. It's just a tiny slowdown. Now, overall, it's a good 2 weeks for you guys, though. Overall, it's a really good 2 weeks. It looks like there has been some drama at the workplace for some of you. There could have been some fallouts. Some of you could have just like gotten cursed out or gotten told or what for. It doesn't necessarily mean that someone used curse words, but they definitely was very much firm in the way that they delivered their message to you. And I feel like for some of you, you may feel like you may feel a little perplexed, like what? Like you didn't understand what happened, if it happened to you. A lot of you are the ones that was delivering the harsh words or giving someone a what for. And I feel like if that was the case, some of you were justified, or whoever was doing it was a bit justified in that, okay? And it could have been that some of you may have thought, because I kind of get like this, like... I'm trying to look here, guys, and see. I feel like some of you could have taken for granted, or someone took for granted from you, somebody's kindness, like someone was kind to you, someone gave you an offer, a service, and you took that for granted, and you kind of manipulated that situation, okay? And as a result, there was a fallout. Now, this could be a family dynamic, right? So the father, the ex-husband, that sort of thing, could have come back into your life and kind of, weaned his way through being nice, giving nice little gestures, making, promises and all these other things. And you being the practical person that you are, you want the child to be part of their father's life. But, there was an element here of like a seduction going on. So you may have felt seduced, like this person finessed you to some extent, and then they kind of like became despondent toward you. And that is what could have created this fallout, this argument. Okay. And then you're feeling a sense of, I feel like there's going to be some time out. So if there's a family dynamic, which it looks like, there's definitely some bad blood, someone feeling like they got finessed. And then there being this timeout, like a person saying, okay, either I don't have anything to do with you, or turning their back on that person completely, or people just basically go into their own corners and taking some time and not necessarily speaking. But I feel like by the second week, things will kind of pick back up. Things will be okay as it is. Things will heal in this relationship for some of you. And I know before anyone starts to say, well, you said that it's going to end completely, and then you said it's going to heal. If it's going to end completely, it's going to end completely, meaning the person and you are not going to have any dealings. But for others of you, it will be a temporary not speaking. I feel like it won't be necessarily for people with children. It may be people that had like a fair weather relationship, or this is just this person's kind of MO. They kind of come snirkling around whenever they want something. You let them in because of the child, but then they always seem to disappoint you. And then there's like this last straw of like, you know what, I'm done. We could I'm just going to go to the courthouse and deal with, you paying what you need to pay, and that's it. So that's how I see that. You may already be in a relationship, or they may be in an existing relationship. So you're just going to be focusing on your relationship. But I feel like whatever issue that happened, and if it happened in your personal life, I feel like it's more related to a child. If it's happening in the workplace, I feel like it was up to the manager to kind of dispel the situation, and to kind of like, after you said or did whatever, you've had to kind of like deal with your manager. Okay. And some of you may even have been ousted or have been trying to find another place of employment because of some fallout and fight or issue, confrontation at the workplace. And you may find that, in 5 days or 5 weeks from now, that you do get an opportunity that comes your way. Okay. Now, as it relates to monies look good for you guys. It looks like you guys are pretty much stable. A lot of Libra women that are stable, I feel like you're taking on more of it's like a duality. Like, you're thinking in a very practical way. And you're very guarded, I feel, over your money. Like, no one better not touch any of your money. But you can't get to such a lowest vibration that you're trying to finesse people away from, like, you can't get where it's like you pay for a service and then you don't necessarily actually pay for the service, or you do work, right? Or someone does work for you and then you don't pay them. And that could be with your home, your car, anything. So don't get so possessed with, physical money, assets, that sort of thing, that you lose sight of, your morale factor, is what I would say here. And that you may be experiencing from others as well. And it could come from a Gemini, it could come from a fire sign, it could come from an earth sign, is what I get here. So as it relates to love, I would say that some of you are definitely on guard. I went through the family dynamic because that is very strong here. So it's this family situation that's going on. It looks like you had to give the father or the husband a what for, okay? Or you're the outsider, some of you, and I say that, I'm not blanketing it and saying all Libras are the outside person. No, some of Libras, and we've been seeing this constant, throughout these readings, that some of you are the wife and you have a husband, okay? And it's just been a fallout and that sort of thing, okay? And I feel like some of you that have a wife and you're a wife and you have a husband, there may be some fallout because you've allowed your child's father to come back, and all in the name, he wanted to see the kid, that sort of thing. And then he created all kind of drama, and now your husband is very upset with you over that. But again, like I said, it'll all work out. You just have to give that person some time to kind of like mentally sift through, because they just need some time to like get on the other side of it. Others of you are an outside person, and I feel like you went to blows. This doesn't mean physically. Hopefully it does not mean that. But some of you, I feel like verbally, you could have really have been verbally aggressive, let's say that, toward the man that you're dealing with that is married. Okay, married, has a child, that sort of thing. Okay, and you may realize that you're not the only person that he's been dealing with. He's been dealing with other people too. He has his wife, he has you, then there's a whole nother person, that sort of thing. And so there's some issues here. And I feel like the person could have been trying to finesse his way back into your life, and you've been very defensive, and that's what sparked the argument and the fallout. I feel like there's going to be some of you going to be taking that person back, and you're still going to be taking the person back after a while, after everyone goes to their different corners. And others of you, I feel that there may be an opportunity that you can meet a new person that comes into your life. Or you may, for my men, may be pursuing someone new, could be at a distance from you. And that starts to manifest into something new. And I hope that that's the case for some of you that are involved in a relationship where you're the outside person, because 9 times out of 10, you do not want to be an outside person. If you do, you won't complain about it. There won't be a problem. You'll be perched. Like, I'm comfortable in this position, this title that I wear, and that's it. But most oftentimes people and that are outside of a relationship, they develop feelings and they want what they feel they should have, which is that committed relationship. And you deserve that. Everyone deserves to have a committed relationship. So with that being forward, if that's what you so choose, that being forward, don't settle for less than you feel you deserve, and also what you're prepared to give another person. Because I have to say that with some Libras, and I just have to tell it like it is with some Libras. Okay, I know it's very hard at times to hear the good with the bad, because we all would like to just process all good and only have to delve out negative as it relates to other people and be the judge and jury for others. But we also have to put the mirror in front of ourselves at times and say, hey, there's some things that I need to clean up in front of my own door. Maybe there's some things about myself that I need to work on. Perhaps it's not them or him or her. Maybe it is me, so it's okay to kind of take stock in yourself and improve self and prepare yourself for that eventual person that you feel would be best in your life and which you feel you deserve. Okay. And if that is the case and you guys can say, yes, I agree, then going back to a person that is not available in any way should not be an option for some Libras out there. So that's what I have for you guys for the remaining for the first 2 weeks of the month. I hope that this has been helpful for some of you. And if you like to comment below, and please do so, definitely you can comment below. Not everyone's going to like the things that I've just said, but some things not necessarily easy to hear is always the best things to hear. And even though at times we don't necessarily want to ingest it and eat it right then and there because it may just be too bitter, in the long run, you need it. It's kind of like being constipated. Who wants to drink castor oil, right? That's castor oil. Some of you guys can look that up. Castor oil. Castor, CASTOR, oil. And that is just oil that, makes you fluid so you can start to move your bowels, that sort of thing. And it tastes horrible. Let me know in the comment section below for some of you that can relate to that castor oil. But boy, is it beneficial for you, because not being able to do that can be quite dangerous. So again, I hope that you guys take this with all of the positive that my intentions of spreading that message to you really is intended for. And if you would like to share your thoughts on it, please do so in the comment section below. We'd love to hear from you. If you would like a counsel with me personally, I can be reached in the information box below, as well as the beginning of this video, as well as the end. And if you are new to this channel, welcome and subscribe. I don't sit and preach all the time. Someone needed to hear it, guys, but welcome and subscribe, because I will be back very soon with another one. Take care, Libra.